welcome to the Pip and Pin Podcast. I am Megan Nodecker. I'm a knitwear designer from Abbotsford, BC. And this podcast is all about knitting and designing, basically. Today is February 15th. Yeah, yesterday was Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody. If you are a new viewer, thanks so much for stopping by to check me out. And if you're returning, then welcome back. You can find me on Instagram as Pip and Pin, on Ravelry as Knit Pip and Pin, and there's also the Pip and Pin group on Ravelry. We have a couple things going on right now, or kind of one thing going on. One thing going on, couple things that just ended. We had for the past couple months, there was the Afterthought Everything's Knit Along. And that was a knit along in my Ravelry group, and it was basically all about the Afterthought Everythings, which is a tutorial free tutorial that I did for just my recipe for doing Afterthought socks. So we had lots of really excellent entries for that. There was a lot of support, and sometimes cutting your knitting is a scary thing. So there was definitely some moral support there. But we did find a winner. So the knit along ended end of January, and the knitter is Elise, who is E. Garnier. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Your Ravelry name. Sorry if I'm not. But she was our winner. So she got some sock blockers from 88 Stitches, and some mini skeins, and a little project bag, and a bunch of goodies. So that has been sent off and received. So congratulations to you, Elise. And thank you so much for everyone who participated in my very first knit-along. I wanted to start another one right away. Well, I think that one ended. It's been a little while since I've made a video, but I might be a little all over the place today. But anyways, so that one ended, and I wanted to start another one. So I talked about this last time, and I started the Pip and Pin Knit Along, which is actually run on Instagram this time. I decided to switch things up a bit. And I really I participated in one like this recently, and I really liked the format. It's just a little more relaxed than something more structured. I find the ones on Ravelry to be quite structured, and here's your finished objects thread, and everybody gets an entry for finished objects, which is great, and I love that. And I find them quite motivating. I know lots of people don't, and so I wanted to kind of just try something else this time. So for the Instagram one, basically it is you just post a picture of whatever you're working on, or a finished object, or your plans, or whatever, and anything to do with Pip and Pin. So any Pip and Pin pattern, or any Megan Nodecker pattern, because I do have some patterns in that are published in magazines and kind of in other places. So anything like that can be used as an entry, and all you have to do to enter is post your picture and use the hashtag Pip and Pin KAL18, and that's automatically an entry, which is super easy, because then you get to use kind of your whips as well. The only thing about that is it does have to be a public account, so you can't really have a private account, because then I just can't see it, right? So that's the only thing. I did start a thread up on Ravelry, and that has the full list. There's like 3 rules, but it has all the rules and instructions up in the Pip and Pin Ravelry group there too. And prizes for that. Prizes I am doing differently as well, because I decided that this is going to be a year-long knit-along, and so at the end of every month, I'm going to be giving away a prize every month. So just for the people that have entered in that month. So January's prize was just from people from January. February's prize is just going to be the entries in February, so they're not gonna overlap like that. And then at the end of the year, I am going to have a grand prize. I don't know what the grand prize is going to be, and I'm kind of gathering prizes along the way for this right now also. So prizes will kind of be announced as they come up, which I have a few for the next couple months. That I don't know if I should share them now. No, I'll save them for later. So February's prize I got in the mail recently, so I'm going to share that at the end with all of my Happy Mail stuff. So I did choose a winner for January, and that was for a stitch marker from Roof Creative, and the winner was Magnificent. The winner of January's prize was Magnificence, and she is Megan, another BC girl, and another Megan. So congrats to you, and I sent off a little progress keeper from Roof Creative. So I'm really excited about this knit along. I hope that more people start participating. I have some really awesome prizes lined up, and yeah, it's exciting. It's nice. I love seeing all your projects and everything, and I just love seeing it. So I think that's it for I don't know, kind of admin-y, knit along, newsy stuff. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna move on to whips and foes. I don't think I have any foes. It's been a couple weeks since the last episode, and I feel a little bit. I feel like I was getting into a really nice groove, and now I've kind of lost it. So, yeah, I warned you. This one's gonna be a little all over the place. No particular reason for not podcasting. I just it's just been gray and rainy, and I haven't really been motivated to do anything at all. So not a lot of knitting, actually, not a lot of podcasting, not a lot of work. And last weekend was probably the first kind of sunny weekend we've had in months, it feels like. So we got to go out and like get some fresh air and get some sunshine. So I'm feeling much better about life. And hopefully we'll be able to get into a rhythm again. Anyways, so finished objects, nothing. Well, not nothing to show you. I've been talking about the book that Katie and I are working on. I have been doing a lot of knitting for that, and I do have finished things, but we are, 1 week? In 1 week, we are going up to a cabin on the Sunshine Coast. She's going up, I don't know, in a couple days with her family, and then I'm going to come up on Thursday, and we're going to have a working getaway, or what do they call it? A working holiday. Working holiday. Basically, we're just going to take pictures of everything everywhere, and have a whole fun weekend with it. But anyway, so I've been doing a lot of knitting for that, and right now it's all at Katie's house. So nothing really new to show you. I have been, man, I feel like some of these projects I really love what we're working on, but I think it has partly to do with like me not wanting to do anything the past month or so, but it feels like everything that I was doing for it wasn't quite right. So I don't know if you remember, if you watched before, but I was talking about a sweater that I was making for it. And that sweater was done, completely blocked, ends, everything done. And then I took it to Katie's house, and we were both like kind of trying it on and just like, ugh, like it just didn't feel right. So with less than 2 weeks before the photo shoot, I decided to rip it out and start again. And now it's become a cardigan, and I love it way more. It's half done. I'm not going to show you it right now, actually. I thought I might, but I'm not going to. I'll talk more about the book and things probably next episode. We may even be, I don't know, we kind of talked about maybe doing an episode together while we're up there so you can actually meet Katie, which would be pretty nice. I know we're going to be doing lots of stuff. I have to make a list of all the things that we have to do. Lots of photography where you need to take some video and stuff. And basically, I'm going to be wearing lots of mascara the whole weekend because that's what you do when you get your picture taken. I might even bring some false lashes or something. Oh, another thing I was kind of having a dilemma about. Photography, and because Katie and I model everything ourselves, we don't have a budget. We don't have any budget at all. So we're the models and the photographers and the everythings. We're doing everything. And we both wear glasses, and we're kind of having the same dilemma, I think, because I wear my glasses every single day, pretty much. I really like my glasses. I like wearing them. Contacts kind of bug my eyes a bit. I wear them occasionally. I have some throwaway ones that I bought, and like the one-day ones, and I like them. But I just don't fully I just don't really feel entirely myself without my glasses on. And then on the other hand, when it comes to photography, I don't know if I should keep them on because I like how they look or take them off because glasses are very, they're very, what's the word? They date things. Like if you look at, people with glasses will totally understand this. If you wear glasses and you look at a picture of yourself now and you're like, yeah, I really like those. Those are great frames. Like, good choice, me. And then you look at a photo of yourself from 10 or 15 or 20 years ago and you're like, oh, yeah, I would never put those things on my face. I feel like it really dates things. And I don't know. I just don't know. What do you feel? I need some opinions here. So tell me what you think. Should I just stick with my glasses and be comfortable right now? Or should I nix them and just feel a little bit, not like I feel awkward, but I just feel like I'll take them off. I don't know if I've ever been without my glasses on the podcast before. I don't know if there's lines. I really can't see anything right now. But I don't know. I feel like I look weird. I feel like my eyes are small. Anyways, that's just a weird, thing that you only notice about yourself. But anyways, what do you think? Glasses? No glasses? A little bit of both? Bah. Sorry, that had nothing to do with knitting. Yeah. There's also there's a hat that I've been struggling with for this book too. And I've probably knit 6 hats in the past month. 6 hats, and I hate them all. And I still have to knit a hat, and I think I have an idea, but that's what I thought the last 4 times, and I've been tweaking and trying different things, and nothing's really been working. So hopefully I'm going to finish up this cardigan because I'm already in love with it, and I'm excited about that, and then I'll go back to the hat and try again. And I told Katie, like 40% jokingly, that if this last hat doesn't work, we're not having a hat in the book because I give up and I don't care anymore. But I'm sure it'll work or something. I don't know. All right, so on to some real life knitting, not just rambling. I am so close to being done my socks that I've been working on for a while now. And these are a pair of Afterthought Everythings, which is a tutorial that you can find on my YouTube channel. And I'm almost done. So I've cut them in half and done the cuffs and both the heels, and I'm working on this toe. These are knit with 6 and 7 fiber. This is from Milo base, which is 75% wool, 25 nylon, I think is the this thing there. Or sock base, fingering weight. This giving colorway here, I believe was our Thanksgiving Day colorway from last year. And it's a little bit dark. It's getting a little bit blown out right now, but it is a bit darker in, it's probably closer to that. But yeah, just beautiful purples and greens and golds and very fall-like without being super fall. And I just did a 5x1 rib, so there is a little bit of stretch in there, which is nice. I feel like these are gonna fit me really well. And then this blue up here is her juniper colorway, and those they actually kind of came together when I ordered the giving. You could get one of 3 mini skeins to go with it, and I just got all 3 and I decided to use this one for the heels and toes and cuffs. Yeah, this color is a little bit more true when it's further back. But what else can I say about these? Nothing much, just a wedge toe, wedge heel, Afterthought. Everything is cut in after you knit. Like, you basically knit a straight tube of whatever pattern you want, and then cut everything in after. So I did both the bodies of both the socks at the same time, cut it in half, and then did the heels and cuffs and now the toes. And so these are going to be done so quick, and I am so excited to finally get to wear them. I feel like I've been working on them for ages. Oh, and I got my little succulents on there. I don't know if you can see those now. Those are from her creative. So my next whip is something that I also feel like I've been working on forever. I kind of started it. I've started and stopped a couple times, and it's almost there. It's getting there. And it is my Portage cardigan. And I restarted this probably around January because of the Portage knit along on Instagram. And I got some good progress. The body is done. The pockets are done. And man, these pockets, first I should say, this is the Portage cardigan by Melissa Shishwari. And it is knit with poppy yarn and fiber, the Galway Sport in the Scholar colorway. And I've talked a lot about the yarns and things before, so I'm not going to go too much into that. But the body is done. The whole body is done. And the pockets, the whole reason for the sweater are these pockets, these amazing, amazing pockets. it is awkward, apparently. It's always so awkward to try and show things. I don't even know why we do this. But anyways, basically you have the collar, which you pick up, like once you finish the body, you pick up your stitches for the collar, and then once the collar is the depth that it's supposed to be, you add these flaps. And then you seam along the bottom and along the side to make these amazing, like, kangaroo pouch pockets almost. Really, really great design. I love the way that it looks. I'm really excited to start wearing this. The only thing that I changed is I made the collar narrower. And I didn't really want to do that. I would have rather had I think it says to do it for 6 inches, and I maybe have 4 or so. I would have preferred to have the full 6 inches, but I may possibly be running out of yarn. So instead of doing all that work, finishing the sleeves, and not having it work out, like, that would just kind of suck. So I decided this would be the best place to take out some yarn. So that's where I did it. I can always, like, if I find that I do have a ton of extra, which isn't going to happen, I can always take out the pockets and then redo, or maybe somehow find a way to just add a little something. Who knows? One thing that I did that I'm really excited about was this guy right here. I don't know if I showed this last time or not. I think I did. I don't remember. But if you have never done a tubular cast off before, it is brilliant. For ribbing, it looks gorgeous. It's stretchy and seamless, and it takes a little bit of time to do, but all beautiful things take time. I don't know. I think it's worth it. I think it's totally, totally worth it. Just for that lovely edge around the bottom there. The seaming, I have trouble with seaming. I don't know. It always takes me a couple tries to find the right rhythm to it. So I probably started and restarted the seaming about 4 or 5 times before I finally found what was going to work for me. I don't know if that's just kind of how seaming is. I've never actually made a seamed garment before or anything like that, so usually it's just a little pieces of things like this, and that's kind of the extent of what I do. When I design, I try to have no seams at all for that exact reason. And I know lots of people are opposed to seaming. It's not so much the seaming itself that I don't like. I actually really, I love how kind of meticulous it is, and it's like knitting itself. It has a rhythm. It just has its own rhythm. But I think the reason I don't particularly like it a lot is because it takes me so long to find the rhythm, and it always changes. So that's why I don't like seaming so much. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I know even if I didn't do the best job, I would be the only one that noticed, but I did make sure I didn't do a bad job. I made sure to make everything look really nice, because yeah, I would notice, and I'm going to be the one who's wearing it. So I did start the sleeve. I don't know, did I start the sleeve? No, I didn't start the sleeve. I put my needles on. I put stitches on a needle. It kind of counts, I think. I think the reason why I stopped, I probably haven't worked on this in a week or two, because I have so much other stuff going on with the book, and there's another thing that I'm working on too, like personal knits sometimes get pushed to the back burner a little bit. But I think the reason why I've stopped at this particular point is I did something weird when I split the armholes, because I wanted more I think I wanted like more stitches in the body or something. So I decided to just like cast on more stitches at the underarm, not thinking that, hey, if you cast on more stitches at the underarm, that's going to make the arm, like the upper arm stitches, quite a bit more. So I'm going to have to figure a way to, I just have to figure out the sleeves, basically. Figure out the sleeve decreases, because I feel like for this cardigan, I don't want sloppy sleeves. I don't like super tight sleeves either, but I don't want baggy sleeves. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of figuring out before I kind of tackle that. So I feel like once book stuff is done and once other thing is done, then I'll have some more time to devote to some more personal knitting, because I think this is going to be a really great cardigan to have in the springtime. I actually just want it right now. But it will have to wait. There are other things. Maybe I'll bring it along to work on when we go away on our weekend. You'll see me knitting on it in my I think we're gonna make a Kickstarter video or something, so you'll see me knitting away on it. I do have one more thing that I'm working on aside from book things and personal things, but it's top secret, so I can't even show you. I think I will be able to share a little bit later, but I'm doing a collaboration with Midnight Cravings, and we decided to keep it a secret for now. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Just that there is something in the works, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm sad that I don't get to show you, but I will soon. Eventually, you will see it. It's lovely. Since I don't have too much to show you, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I'm planning to do. I recently got a super awesome score at the thrift store. All my coats, all my like winter coats and stuff have kind of, I don't know, I guess my body's changed or something. So something weird happened, and now none of my clothes fit me properly anymore. So kind of all my winter coats just don't fit anymore. And the ones that do fit, like I have one cowichan sweater that I really love, and kind of a lighter coat, but I didn't really have anything. I just didn't have anything nice, like a nice looking coat. It was my pea coat especially that bothered me, because like pea coats go with everything. Anyways, long story, I was at thrift store and all of their winter stuff was half off. So I took a peek at their coats and I found this beautiful like pea coat with a hood, and it has toggles on it and it fits beautifully. And it's navy, and it's a really dark navy blue. And I'm not a huge navy blue fan, but I figured for $5 I couldn't go wrong, and I haven't stopped wearing it. It's just really comfy and really nice, and makes me feel good. So I guess navy blue is okay. If I was to buy it in a store, I probably would have gone with black, but navy blue is also excellent. The only thing is I feel like I don't have a scarf really that I can wear with it. Like I have a big kind of white one, and I think the thing is all of my scarves right now are very neutral. I have some shawls that I like. I have this red stripy coat that I was wearing for a while, so all of my shawls and everything that I was making was very neutral, because you can't really wear too much when you have a red coat. Now that I have this navy blue coat, I feel like I need a new shawl to go with it. I need something with some color, not too crazy, because I don't wear crazy colors, but something with a little bit of something. So anyways, I was, last time I showed you this yarn that I got from 6 and 7 Fiber, and this is I'll Teach the Lot, and part of her Harry Potter collection there. But just a yellow with some nice dark speckles, some kind of golds, and lovely. And when I bought this, I didn't have a plan for it, and I was thinking socks, because that was in the back of my head always when I was buying this yarn. But now I realize that it just needs to be a shawl, because it does. That's just what it wants to be, and what I want it to be as well. And I feel like I would get a lot of wear out of it, because I'm into yellow right now. So, but I want it to be big also. And one skein of yarn is not going to cut it. So then I was looking in my stash, and I honestly, I don't have a very big stash. It's very tiny, actually. It's a couple bins, like, not bins, like little bins, a couple little bins, and that's pretty much it. But I did find this guy, and this is, let me flip this around. This is Sweet Fiber Merino Twist worsted in the ochre colorway. And I know that this is not going to work. The worsted and fingering are not... if there's some magical pattern out there that could do this, that would be great. But I am planning on getting another skein of this in fingering, so that I can make a shawl with these two. Something. I don't know quite what yet. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is because I need some opinions. I don't have a lot of shawls, and I just want to know, like, what's your favorite 2-color shawl? What's your favorite shawl pattern? I can tell you what I don't want. I don't really want anything too stripy. I don't mind stripes, but, like, I don't want it to be stripes. I also maybe, like, because I just find that it's kind of hard to tell because my lights are blowing it out a little bit, but there's this little bit of darkness right here, and kind of throughout, but there's a nice little patch of it, and it matches almost perfectly with the ochre. So I'm thinking something a little bit fadey, or I don't know, just something with these two. What's your favorite? Maybe some lace. I like lace, but not like I like lace, but not lace shawls, if you know what I mean. I don't think I would wear something that's pure lace. So it needs to be, like, mixed in with something else. I just haven't, been browsing too much on Ravelry or anything like that. So I need some help from all of you shawl knitters out there. I need some tips. I need some mojo. I need some stuff. I'm not going to start that yet. I have the task of finding another skein of this, which I know Melissa takes a break in the wintertime because she does a lot of her stuff outside. So winter is not the best time to be dyeing yarn. But maybe I know 88 Stitches carries her yarn, so I'll take a peek there and sort of check out some D-Stash on Ravelry or something to see if I can find another skein of that. But I would like to start something for myself once the book stuff is done, to get some stuff flowing again, I think. Yeah. So I said I was going to talk about some prizes too, for the Pip and Pin knit along, and I got some stuff in the mail. And just putting it out into the world, if anyone does want to donate prizes, that would be amazing. And you can contact me anywhere. So one of the things that I got was, this is something that I bought, and it was a 5 mini skein, like, mystery pack. And this is from Midnight Craving. There's a little guy there that you can't really see at all. I don't know where my lights are. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, so I got these 5 minis, and I'm a big sucker for mystery packs, because I love the mystery, and I'm not disappointed in the colors at all. What I am a little bit disappointed in is that they don't all, like, go together. Like, these 3 are very nice together, and these 3 are very nice together, but they kind of just, not all of them, if you know what I mean. Georgia loves this one so much, so I'm maybe gonna do something for her. Oh, that would have been cute to do for Valentine's Day. Oh well. Maybe for her birthday or something. Do something cute with that one. And like, one thing I do really love about all of them is they all have the same tone as my granny stripe blanket. So that's kind of initially why I bought them, was for my blanket. So I'm really happy that they all go in them. I also got them because I wanted to get a prize for February. So I'm keeping these guys. And the February prize for the Pip and Pin knit along is going to be this skein, little mini skein. And this is their sweet sock base, and it is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon, and this is their sunken treasure. So let me just, there we go. So this is sunken treasure, and beautiful, beautiful blues, a little bit of gold. It was really hard for me to choose which one to give away, honestly. If Georgia wasn't around, it would have been the pink, because pink is, I like pink, but it's not entirely my thing, but she just loves it so much, so there's no way that I could give that one away. And I really love this one. I think this might be my favorite, but I already have so much blue going into my blanket, so I could justify this one kind of more than the other ones. This is Sunken Treasure. This is going to be the prize for the Pip and Pin knit along for February, and that will be, I don't know, that'll be drawn at the end of February. Now that I have the focus here, I might as well just show you all of them. This one is the pink. And it is Berry Burst. And they have another colorway. Oh, what's it called? I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But it's pink and kind of speckly. It's not juice box. Berry something. I don't know. But I think this one would go with... I'm just talking nonsense. Maybe I'll put a picture of it up. But I know that this tonal would go wonderfully with that, and I had that in my head for something for a really long time. But this one is Waffle Cone. Oh, that one's blown out lots. It's just a nice, nice tonal yellow. My goodness, light bulb, what are you doing to me? I'm a disaster today. Waffle Cone. This green, which I really love. This is totally my kind of green. This is Grove. And then this one, I was really excited about because I've been eyeing this up for a long time. And this is Pocket Change. And yeah, again, lighter than it should be, but grays and dark gray, light gray, and kind of golds and coppers and pocket change. So yeah, I'm thinking those will go either for heels and toes and cuffs for socks when I knit them, or into my blanket. But I've realized that for socks, I don't need to like save things for socks. I knit a pair of socks maybe every 2 or 3 months. And in that 2 or 3 months, my plans for my heels and toes and cuffs change 8 times. So it's not like I have to reserve yarn for heels and toes and cuffs anymore. I have enough sock yarn. I have pretty much all of my sock yarn right now is in my bag for my blanket, because I know if I ever need anything, I can just go and grab it and I'll probably have enough. So yeah, those are, yeah, the Knit Cravings. You can find them on Etsy as well as on Instagram. And February Pip and Pin Knit Along Prize. Use the hashtag Pip and Pin KAL18 on your Instagram posts. Anything to do with Pip and Pin, basically. The next mail that I got, I'm super jealous of. This is an entire skein of yarn from 6 and 7 Fiber, and she sent it as a giveaway prize. So sometime between now, well, not February, March, sometime between March and December, this is going to be a prize for the Pip and Pin Knit Along. It might be, I was kind of thinking when I got it that it's so beautiful I need to save it for the grand prize, but I don't think I'm going to be able to wait that long. So this will be a prize, like this will probably just be a monthly prize. Anyways, I'm going to show it to you because it's beautiful. So this is, and it's, yeah, again, blowing out a little bit. This is her Milo base, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 436 yards. And this is Luna's Shoes, and it is another one from her Harry Potter collection. And there's her thing there. She is 6 and 7 Fiber on Instagram, Ravelry, and Etsy. And then 6 and 7 Fiber with numbers. .com is her website. You know what I mean? Numbers 6 and 7. Anyways, this beautiful thing is gonna be given away to somebody. In here, there's some, like, if you are a Harry Potter fan, you will know kind of this instantly. I don't know, when I see it and I saw the name, it just went together beautifully. Luna's Shoes. Nice purple lavenders.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, honey.
Hmm?
What are these? These are called almond fingers. They're like little cakes. Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't like it? Okay. Well, when I'm done, I'll get you something else. My favorite probably part in here is this little, like, dollop of teal. I don't know. Beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, I will let, oh, sorry, I just found a little secret. There's this little bit of, like, seafoam green in there too. Man, super jealous of whoever wins this, because I just really want to keep it for myself. I need to have, like, a whole chest of drawers full of 6 and 7 Fiber. We might need to be best friends. So last thing, I did update the Etsy shop as well. I recently reopened the Pip and Pin Etsy shop. And on there right now, I've been making some stitch markers and some progress keepers. And because Georgia was kind of getting mad at me that I was knitting so much. So I needed to find something that we could kind of do together. So I got her a little box of beads and I brought out my beads. And so we were kind of doing those together. So I put some of these into the shop. I made just a couple of these guys. Here, just a couple of these guys. And these are sets of, there's one progress keeper, and then how many are there? Six stitch markers, all coordinating, kind of matching, not super matchy match. And then there's this one too. I'll let that stop. So those were the only two sets that I did, and then mostly I kind of did these tiny sets, and these are sets of 8 stitch markers. Let's see. I'm not gonna be able to show you these at all. They're just little Julie glass beady guys, and they're snagless stitch markers. Oh, those ones are showing up a bit better. The other ones were kind of clear and white, and that's why. Yeah, I've really been enjoying making them. I've really been enjoying using them. I think they're flashy and and blingy, and I kind of love them. Oh yeah, those ones aren't showing up very well either. One more. I'll show you 2 more. Golden black. So yeah, there's a bunch of these sets up there right now in the Pip and Pin Ravelry group. Or Pip and Pin Ravelry group. Pip and Pin Etsy shop. I should really make sure that I keep to a schedule, because this whole not doing it for a month or a month and a half, however long it's been, it's not working. I feel like I've forgotten how to do everything. So hopefully I will be back next week. Maybe not, actually. I'm just thinking, because I'm going to be gone on Thursday. I leave to, I'm dropping Georgia off with her grandparents in Hope, and then I'm stealing my mom's car because it's more reliable than mine, and driving to Katie's house, which is I live in Abbotsford, so okay. We're going here, which is Half Moon Bay-ish area, out on the Sunshine Coast. Katie lives in Vancouver, I live in Abbotsford, and George's grandparents are in Hope. So on Thursday, I have to drive from Abbotsford to Hope, then from Hope back to Abbotsford, get all my stuff, get all the everything that we need together. And then I think I'm going to drive from Abbotsford to Vancouver that day and spend the night at Katie's house, which might be kind of weird because the people that were living upstairs don't live there anymore. So I might be in a strange house all by myself, which will be weird. But then on Friday morning, catch the ferry up to Half Moon Bay. And I was gonna do everything, like I was gonna drop George off on Thursday and then drive from Abbotsford on Friday morning. But if you've ever tried to drive into Vancouver on a weekday morning, there's no guarantees about anything. So it would either be I'd have to leave at like 5 in the morning to miss all the traffic, or at like 9. And we really only have one full day there together. So we really want to make the most of it. So hopefully, I think spending the night by myself is a small sacrifice so that I don't have to fight traffic on Friday morning. And I can just scooch up to the ferry. Yeah. And I think that's everything. Sorry for being a disaster. I'm trying to be better next time. And maybe I'll do some, I'll probably, if I don't do another episode next week, I know for sure I will be doing some Instagram live stuff. I'll be doing some stories for sure. And so if you want to follow along with our weekend of everything, we will be on Instagram 100%. So thank you so much for watching. Congratulations again to our 2 winners of the Pip and Pin January prize, the Pip and Pin Knit Along January, and also the Afterthought Everything's Knit Along. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and like, and I would love to see you again. And if you have any ideas, any shawl ideas, please let me know in the comments. I would really love some suggestions of things to look out and some planning to do. That's about it. Or if you have comments about other things, you don't just have to comment about a shawl. Oh, and glasses. I also need an opinion about glasses. So shawls, glasses, anything else you want to talk about in the comments. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I will see you all next time. Bye.